Good morning to one and all present here. We are from the batch B11. We are going to showcase the project, final year project second phase from the topic digital vehicle RC book application by the team leads me, myself, Nandita V, Venkob and K. Anupama under the guidance of the Kavita Juliet.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Venkob. Today, I'm going to give the presentation on digital vehicles RC book application. First of all, we know that what is digital. Digital means showing the time by means of displayed digits rather than a hands or pointer. Nowadays, increasing the public people are used vehicles, but they are not following the any rules and regulation of traffic rules. That's why we can prevent this type of issues. We can provide an application that is nothing but digital vehicles RC book application. In that content, the first part is introduction. Introduction is deals with the creation of a real-time Android application where all the accessory details of vehicles like registration certificate, insurance policy, and vehicles pollution under control certified by stored by the user without much effort. And second one is QR code. QR code is nothing but quick response. It can stitch on the vehicles. It can the future model. It is highly effective and fast readable technology. It is used for scanning the vehicles details like RC book application and driving license. Similarly, another application for inspecting authority of a vehicle is also created to verify the credentials of vehicle. The inspecting authority needs to scan a unique QR code into the mobile application is provided in the part of the vehicles. The another one application is simple user interface is provided in the application allows faster recognition of the details of the vehicles. It is availability of the important document presenting to the particular vehicles. These applications help in saving time and resource which are present and spent on this task. In the view of security risk to exposing the personal details of users, greater care has also been given for scanning the data by using QR codes, securing access to the details. The next one is problem statement. Problem statement is nothing but an existing statement. In the transmission field, there are many paper documents to be maintained for each and every vehicle. Every vehicle's owner needs to carry all the update documents vehicles with them while driving in public roadways. It is very difficult for a person to carry all the vehicles documents such as RC book, insurance, DL. There is also problem of theft. Some documents have been theft or due to weather conditions as also time pass. If the driver forget to take any one of those documents, he will be need to give heavy fines. For avoiding this type of issues, we can create an application. The third one is objective. Objective is similar to the introduction. It can the use of objective is QR code. QR code means quick response. It is highly effective and fast readable technology. It is used for scanning various details of vehicles. The QR code can be sticked on the vehicle's board. Similarly, the application for the inspecting authority vehicles is also created in verify the credentials of vehicle. The inspecting authority needs to scan a unique QR code which is provided separately for every vehicles into mobile application. And in this application help in the saving the significant amount of time resource which are present spent on this task. In the view of the security risk exposing the personal details of users, greater care has also been given for the data by using QR codes and securing access those details. The next part I will explain my friend Nandita.
Benefits to the society. As Venkob explained you about the objectives and the introduction, which is a main resource, about our topic, I'm going to say the few points about the benefits to the society from the project. Now the system is completely digital and it is paperless. The paper cannot be used in this as our topic mentions that Android application, so it's completely digital, and we are using here the QR code, which is a very much faster and it's a very much efficient and simplified, and it's a centralized approach. We are using this because it creates a virtual synergy with where these details, the details of the vehicle, or it may be the user or the traffic police, can be stored over it. And the QR code has a new features. This is one of the new feature we are implementing into the Android application, where it has some features like it is a high in the capacity, And it is even the dirt and damage resistant. It's really great. And this is a readable, I mean, we can read it from in the according to the 360 degrees. So in view of the security risk or exposing the personal details, it may be by the user or the traffic police, this will be securing the data, which I can say by the QR code. The methodology we are using here, the functional requirements where the admin, RTO, and the traffic police play the virtual roles and the scenarios based on their regards. Because in this admin we can add only the RTO and the traffic police details. That's it. But which it will be available only we can see, or we can view the RTO details, or even the traffic police details. And even in RTO also we can view the vehicle details. And what does the traffic police do here? Actually, he'll scan the QR code. After his scanning, he'll verify the documents of the vehicle, where the documents are really corrected, or is it any fake or a false information over there. He will verify each and every document. And if the person, I can say, as the user, if he is obliging any traffic rules, then the traffic police will be having some like a great responsibility even to raise a fair fines over them. So these are the requirements we are taking over here. And the user, as I said before, he can link this vehicle to his account only with some OTP verification, and he can upload the documents and download his QR code, whatever it may be. But these necessary, I mean, this it will be functionally we can see, while my friend Anupama is going to teach about the app, I mean, how the Android application really it works, but how I mean, the documents can be uploaded, or the QR code, etc. And these are the non-functional requirements, whereas security, availability, reliability, etc. These are the hardware requirements. I'm using here the process Intel i3 and the above. The RAM I'm taking here is a 4 GB, which is sufficient to build my Android application. And the hard disk is a minimum across the 500 GB. And as I said, it's only supported to the Android mobile. Still, iOS is not being supported because the requirements of the RAM and hard disk were not able to fetch over it. So it's now sufficient only for the Android mobile system. These are some qualified hardware requirements. And in the software requirements, I can say that the operating system is a Windows 10, which everyone is faster using this operating system. And the technologies we are using here is the Java and XML. Java, why? Because is Java, as we know, it's a functionally required programming language by to create this Android application only. And even the XML is similar to the Java, but in XML, we can see some changes over that, the data types or etc. And the studio is Android AD and database, which the user in the traffic police is helping to save. I mean, is helping to save these required documents. I mean, the like is whatever I can say, that the documents of the users and the traffic police, that it will be saved in the Firebase real-time database. Why I'm taking here this? Because in even if the offline mode also it may work. So I mean, only the database may be work, but not the complete application. So we can see even in the offline mode also this database. So I'm using here the Firebase real-time database, which is very good and sufficient. This I'll be explaining about the system architecture. What is the main functioning about the architecture here? What does the user do? User will log in and add his details, view and view to the traffic police, and even the user can add and view the details. After he registering and login, he can even add the vehicle details and everything. This the third one is nothing but the database, which stores here the registration details, and it validates the admin and RTO and stores everything. What are the necessary will be stored here. Coming to the next part, that's about the traffic police. What he is actually doing here is he'll register and log in. He'll scan the QR code. Who the user is? I mean, the user is nothing but the common people who is facing. I mean, who is not even taking the care of the traffic rules, is obbling over that. So he'll scan the QR code, and he will view the vehicle details and or the documents. He'll check fines. If that user is not having any sufficient fines, then he can move. But if he's having the sufficient fine to pay it, then it will be some issue to pay over that. And he'll register and log in, and the same as well as the user and traffic police, the details may be same. But in the traffic police, what actually he does is he chuck the fines and he paid the fines. I mean, the pay fines will come into the user. but the traffic police only check the fines. This is a sister technical architecture where I said what is the main requirements we have used here. The front end I'm using here XML, which is nothing but the Android Studio is IDE, and the middleware, I mean the Java. Why? Because it's very good in providing the Android application apps, and the database, as I said before, it's a Firebase real-time database. This is some little technical architecture about the Android application. And this is the software process model. Here we can see what is actually it's performing. First, it takes the requirements and it products the requirements into document. I can say in simple words is document requirements are nothing but our safety necessity documents, such as our details, I can say. And the design we are using here is the software architecture. Implementation is nothing but the software itself, because in design I'm saying the software architecture means implementation can also be in the software itself. And the verification is nothing but the traffic police what is verifying here, and the maintenance is overall across. These are the model which he'll be maintaining and he'll be verifying. So next, I can say that the actual presentation of the app, I mean how it will be going to work, will be explained by Anupama. Anupama, you can share.
About the result, that means the output for the above process. In this vehicle, we will be having 3 modules, that is administration module, RTO module, and traffic police. In this administration, we have to first log into the administration section. After login to the administration section, we will be having the welcome page. In the welcome page, we will be having the add RTO, view RTO, add traffic police, view traffic police. In this, now we have to add the RTO details. So we can add any details, like example. And enter the mobile number. Next, password. Enter the location. Next, we have to add RTO. After adding, we can view the RTO. The details which have added will be displayed here. After that, next we have to add traffic police details. Same, we have to create an ID and name, email ID. Next, phone number. After that, password, location. After entering all these things, we have to add traffic police details. After that, we can view the traffic police details which you have added later. After all this, we can log out from the administration page. Next, we will be getting RTO page. After opening RTO page, we have to log into the RTO page with the details which have created last. After login, we will be having the welcome page. In the welcome page, we'll be having profile, RTO profile, that means which we have already logged in. So those details will be coming here. After that, add vehicle. We have to add the vehicle ID, our vehicle's name, next vehicle number, next type of wheeler, that means 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, 3-wheeler, anything. Enter owner name. Next, phone number, enter phone number. After all the process, we have to add the vehicle so that it will be saved in view vehicle, so that we can see the vehicle. We can add any number of vehicles in this, so that it will be saved in the vehicles list. After that, adding all these things, we can log out from the RTO page. Next, traffic police page. After in traffic police page, we have to log in with the details which we have given for in the earlier. Yeah, we have to log in for the traffic police page. In the welcome page, the traffic police name is Akshay. That means we have created in the process, in the app process. In that, we'll be having profile. That means the traffic police profile, which we have already given. After that, in this link vehicle, we have to link the vehicle number. So we can give any vehicle number. So after that, the details of the number will be coming. I have already got the OTP for the number which I have given. So that we have to enter the OTP which we got. So after that, vehicle linked successfully. So that the vehicle has been linked to the traffic police. After that, view my vehicles, which we have linked, that vehicles will be coming here. In this, we can add documents, so that we can add the documents like RC book, any license or anything. So you can give the details of the document. So you can choose image. You can choose image from your gallery or anything of the vehicle or document, so that the viewed documents, the documents which you have entered, will be viewed here. So any image you can give, or the vehicle image or the documents image, anything you can give in the documents list. After that, view QR code. QR code. In this QR code, you can scan the QR code and you can search the fines and any issues if your vehicle has been given, so that you can pay the amount in online itself. So you can't go reach the police station or anything. You can just do everything by this app itself. So after that, check fines. You have to check the fines. After the QR code scan, you will be displaying the fines. So if you display the fines, you will be having the amount that you wanted to pay, so that you can pay it by in the app itself. After that, log out. Yeah, after that, we'll be having the home page. So this is the app, users of the app. Thank you. Comes the screenshots of the process, so that I'll be explaining briefly about these things. In this now admin page, we'll be having all the administration, RTO, traffic police, and user. Here, admin login and the welcome page of the admin. And next, we'll be having the home page. Those are add RTO, view RTO, add traffic police. And next comes the RTO page login. After login to the RTO page, now here we'll be having the add new RTO, and next we'll be having the RTO list. After that, we'll be having traffic police add. We have to add the details of the traffic police. Then here comes the traffic police list. That means the list which we have added before. Next comes the login to the RTO page. After login, we'll be having profile, add vehicle, view vehicle, and logout. In add vehicle, we have to add the vehicle details and vehicle number, ID, phone number, etc. Then we'll be having here we'll be having the list of the vehicles which we have added for before. After that, we'll be having registration, user registration. So that first we have to register for the user. After registration, we'll be getting the login page. After login page, we'll be having the user module homepage. In homepage, we'll be having profile, link vehicle, view my vehicles, check forms, and logout. In profile, we'll be having user which you have registered. Those details will be present in the profile. Then we'll be having link vehicle. In link vehicle, we have to type the vehicle number, so that after that we'll be getting the OTPs for the accessed phone number. In that, we have to enter the OTP and send OTP. After sending the OTP, we will be getting the vehicle details. Next page. Yeah, in this we'll be having the vehicle details, and after sending the OTP, we'll be getting add document, so that we can add the documents list. Whatever the documents we'll be having, we can put it in the app, so that we have to add the details of the document, and we can choose the image of the vehicle or document. After choosing the image, with the view documents, we'll be getting the documents list and the documents photo, a number of documents. After that, we'll be having the QR code. Then after scanning the QR code, we will be getting the violations. The last page will be getting violations, so that the status of the status of the money will be penalized, so that the amount is 500. We can pay the amount here itself. In payment, we have to enter the details of user. After that, pay now. After paying, the status of the money is paid. After the traffic police login, traffic police can log in with the details. After traffic police login, previous page. Yeah, in this we'll be getting the traffic police welcome home page. In home page we'll be getting profile, scan, view fines. In profile we'll be having the details of the traffic police. After that, the traffic police will be viewing the documents and verifying all the vehicles process. Then he can send the fine here itself. After sending the fines, view fines, then the user can view all the fines and violations in his module. After that, documents listing everything. Next comes the charges imposed. The traffic police can choose the fines on which he is implemented. The drunken drive, overloading pillion riders, over speeding, driving without license, driving without insurance, signal jumping, riding without helmet, riding without permit, juvenile driving, driving without insurance, and dangerous driving. In this, all these, he can choose any type of violation, and he can charge imposed, so that he can enter the amount which the user should be fined, and send fine. After sending the fine, the user can view the violation about the fine details. After that, he can pay the amount in the online itself. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, in conclusion part, I can say that after we're seeing the mode of the application, how it works and the result, in this conclusion part, it is the application which is even the faster recognition of the availability, or it can be the lack of the availability, which is important in saving the documents and etc. of the particular each vehicles. And this application which helps in a significant amount, means in the time it may be, or in the resource, or by the saving the documents, it's very much good, and it can provide, and it can give the 100% assure that we can save our documents, I mean the vehicle, the user documents in the safe way. And as I said before, it is even based only on the Android based, and it's not even the paperless. So we are using this even the great future as a QR code to access over that and to fill up the registration or the details. This is the conclusion part. Yeah, this is the online course certificate which was done by Anupama and us. This is the paper presented published certificate where in the ICPRM, which they were conducted in the 28th or in the 29th December 2020, we have participated over that. And we can honorably say that our application, that is digital vehicle RC book application, were selected over that, and we gave the presentation over even regarding this topic, and we have taken the certificate by the guidance of our ma'am Kavita Juliet. So these are the some references which we have researched over that to create this small app that's nothing but the Android digital vehicle RC book application, which is regarded by the Android based. Yes, thank you.